We did it. 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for the support. Now let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are back. It is Hump Day, July 26th. We are back with more research help, more best bets. But first of all, you know what we got to talk about. 5,000 subscribers, all thanks to you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are freaking awesome. I couldn't imagine that we'd hit 5,000 by before the end of July. So thank you. It's been a fun journey, but we keep grinding. We're on the path to our first 6,000 subscribers now. So smash that like button, leave a comment below. We had a ton of comments. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for my son and all the positive comments about 5,000 and all that. You guys are awesome. I think I replied to everyone. If I missed one, I'm sorry. I'll go check it out. But thank you guys a lot. We appreciate it. Another good video for you today. Good hitter matchups, good pitcher matchups, the pitcher report, and some more best bets. I can't believe we lost that parlay by one leg. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But anyways, quick announcement. For the video for Thursday, we are not going to have a long video for YouTube. We got the plans going on. We can't make it happen. And we also got lucky because there's really only 4 games on Thursday. So we're not missing out on a ton. I will have a short out Wednesday night or Thursday morning when I have time to give out maybe one best bet for those 4 games. Maybe I have two. We'll see. But just want to let you guys know. So no video for Thursday games, but we will be back with the Friday parlay and who's on fire and everything like that for the Friday show. So, anyways, just want to let you guys know. But I'm ready to get into it. Let's talk some baseball. We had some crazy endings, a lot of shenanigans going on at the end of games on Tuesday. But anyways, let's start out with the bets recap. All right, there it is. A 2-2 night, 2-1 on the best bets, and then we lost the parlay. Freddie Freeman, Tim Anderson, 1+ hitting. That was a nice winner today. We stay hot with those hitter parlays. Dodgers team total over 4.5. Holy cow. I was stressing out. We were sweating it out in the middle of recording this video. That's how crazy it was. They got it done in the ninth inning for us. That was huge. Bases loaded walk by Max Muncy. Next one, Snell, 7+ Ks and Tucker, 1+ hit. Tucker got a hit. It was a freaking home run. Blake Snell, the best strikeout pitcher as a lefty in the league this year, going against the highest strikeout team, and he gets 4. Welcome to freaking baseball where data lets you down and stats let you down. My son's birthday parlay. You know what? The Mets and Yankees, that just hurt. It just absolutely hurt. The Guardians won easy. The Padres covered the run line. Under 10, Mets and Yankees. We lost it in the ninth inning. That's right. We lost it in the ninth, guys. We were that close to a plus 305 winner. It would have been a huge night. I mean, winning over 4 units, it would have just been huge. That's how close we were. 2 out of 3. It was a good parlay. I like all my reads, but you know what? It didn't get it done. So that's the bets recap for July 25th. Now let's go to the hitter matchups. All right, here we go. We got 6 good hitter matchups for you, and the first 3 are all on the Astros. One day it'll all be Mariners players, maybe. Maybe before I die. Maybe we'll have a good lineup. We'll see. Anyways, Jose Altuve of the Astros, 11 for 31, 3 doubles and 2 home runs versus Andrew Heaney. Yes, I said Jose Altuve. I saw a report that he may return on Wednesday. So there is still a chance he doesn't quite return, but since there is a chance, I want to give you the good hitter matchup for him. Next one, Jose Abreu, the other Jose on the Astros, 5 for 15 and 4 home runs versus Heaney. That's right, 4 of his 5 hits are bombs. Next one, Mauricio Dubon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Of the Astros, 4 for 10 with 1 home run versus Heaney. He's kind of having a decent year too. And the next one, Andrew Benintendi of the White Sox, 6 for 15, 1 double versus Marcus Stroman. And then we got Christian Yelich of the Brewers, 4 for 11, 2 doubles and 1 home run versus Ben Lively. And the final one, we haven't talked about this guy much this year. Brandon Lowe of the Rays, 4 for 8, 3 doubles versus Sandy Alcantara. Those are the best hitter matchups. Let's move on to those good strikeout matchups. Okay, let's talk some arms. We have 3 good pitcher strikeout matchups for you. And guess where we start? This episode is brought to you by the Twins at the Mariners, 2 strikeout teams. Joe Ryan versus the Mariners. Mariners' third highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days, 26.3%. I know you're saying in your head, blah, blah. We know the Mariners and the Twins freaking swing at air a lot. Joe Ryan, 141 strikeouts in 118.1 innings. In his last 4 games, though, he has 9, 10, 7, and 10 strikeouts. So he can strike out quite a few. He hasn't been in the best form, but still striking out, guys. Next one, Bryce Miller of the Mariners now on the other side versus the Twins. We know the Twins, highest strikeout percentage versus righties in the last 30 days, 28.6%. Bryce Miller, 64 Ks and 69.1 innings. I will say this about Bryce Miller, though. I had to include it because the Twins strike out the most, but he has no more than 6 strikeouts all season long, except for his Major League Baseball debut against the A's when he had 10. No one knew him yet. It was the A's. They were struggling a lot back then. He had 10. He's never gotten more than 6 since then, but it's the Twins, so you never know. The last one, Freddie Peralta of the Brewers against the Reds. Reds have the eighth highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days, 24.6%. Peralta, 118 Ks in 103 innings. He has 6 Ks 2 starts ago versus the Reds in Cincinnati. So he just faced them. Usually advantage hitters, but Peralta is better at home, and now he's at home in this one. So those are the three best pitcher strikeout matchups, and now it is time for the pitcher report. All right, here we go. Here is page one of the pitcher report for July 26th. I don't really like many matchups on this page. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing really exciting to talk about. A lot of crappy pitchers. Eflin versus Alcantara. We all keep waiting for Sandy to become that NL Cy Young type pitcher, and he just hasn't done it. Bryce Miller, Joe Ryan, not a bad matchup, but Joe Ryan, like I said, is not in good form right now. No pitcher yet for the Diamondbacks. We got Oviedo and Lugo. I mean, that's another bad matchup. Kikuchi versus Gonsolin. Guys, it's just ugly right here on this first page. There might be a decent amount of overs tomorrow, that's for sure. Nobody's striking out just an absolute ton. Peralta, Eflin have some decent K percentage, and Joe Ryan, of course. But yeah, that's page one. Let's move on to page two. We got more exciting things to talk about. Spencer Strider versus Brian Bayo of the Red Sox. That's a good matchup. Braves, Red Sox, two pitchers that are pitching really well. Now, I backed Bayo last time, and he had the worst game of his season against the Oakland A's. Since then, he's had a kid. So maybe that helps him. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It depends if he's waking up with the kid, because then he's not getting any sleep. But he could come out and have a good first performance, being a dad. You never know. But yeah, him and Strider, I think that's a really good matchup. It's a high over under of 10. And then Kyle Bradish has just quietly been pitching really well. Look at that 3.05 ERA, due for a little negative regression, but I mean, he's still expected ERA is well above average. So yeah, he's been pitching well. Suarez has been struggling a little bit. Stroman, speaking of struggling, he's been kind of struggling a little bit too, coming back down to earth a little bit. And Lance Lynn is due for positive regression. He has been all year, but he can strike out guys, but he can also walk guys and give up a lot of hits. So that's an interesting one. Another good one between the Rangers and Astros. So just a lot of good matchups. I'm really curious if Carlos Rodon can actually be the pitcher he's supposed to be. He has not had one good performance yet this year. So yeah. Anyways, that's page two. A lot of good matchups there. Take a screenshot. Hope this helps you with your research. Get some winners, and that's what we got. So with that said, it is now time for the best bets. All right, game number one takes us out to Tampa, Florida. We got the Marlins at the Rays. Marlins money line minus 155, Rays money line plus 135 with an over under of 7.5 runs. My best bet in this game, guys, we're getting a little more aggressive now because I think we need to. Rays minus 1.5 at plus 135. Let's go into the matchup. Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins is on the mound. He's still struggling. We thought he was kind of turning the corner. He's not like he was last year when he won the Cy Young. He's striking out under 20% of hitters, which is below average. He's almost at 30% hard contact, which is not good at all. And he has given up exactly 8 hits in 3 straight games. He's going up against the Rays offense. Listen, they're not the same as they were at the beginning of the year. They've been about average lately, a little above average, but I don't think we need a lot of runs to cover this. Now, let me explain why. Zach Eflin is on the mound for the Rays. I got some stats for you. Here we go. In his 11 home starts for the Rays this year, the Rays are 9-2 on the run line. What that means is that the Rays have won by 2 or more runs in 9 of his 11 home starts. Zach Eflin has drastic splits. So I know we showed that pitcher report, but when you see his ERA, know that it's a lot different at home as opposed to on the road. 2.10 ERA at home, just absolutely elite. Then he goes on the road, 5.36 ERA on the road. He doesn't like sleeping in hotels. I don't know what it is, but he just can't pitch on the road. But he is home today, so that's a good sign. He is in the top 10th percentile in these categories: ERA, expected ERA, xFIP, WHIP, walk percentage, and ground ball percentage. That's pretty freaking good, guys. And now he's going up against a Marlins offense that has really been struggling lately. 20th in WRC plus and OPS. versus righties in the last 30 days. And if you look at their stats, they just haven't had a lot of power against righties. He's been better against lefties, but that doesn't matter because Eflin is a righty. So I like this matchup. I'm seeing, even though it might be low scoring, I'm seeing like a 4-1 game. Rays, maybe 5-2, something like that. I think we have an over under. Well, there it is right there, 7.5. So it's pretty low. It's kind of goes against what I usually do. I don't like run lines on low over unders, but I think this Marlins offense is bad. I almost took their under team total of 3 yesterday, but it scared me off, and they only scored 1. It would have been a winner. But give me the Rays -1.5 at +135 as our best bet. Now let's move on to that nice hitter parlay. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can stay hot with that hitter parlay. We have Christian Yelich and Cody Bellinger, 1+ hit each at +100. Two lefties. Let's get into it. Yelich hitting 321 in his last 7 days. He is 4 for 11 versus his pitcher he's facing, which is Ben Lively of the Reds. Yelich is also hitting 307 versus righties this year, and he has 1+ hit in 9 of his last 10 games. So he's on a roll. He's kind of turning into his old Yelich, like we've talked about before. He let us down one time, but I'm going to give him a chance to redeem himself. The next one, Cody Bellinger. This guy has not let us down very often. He is hitting a whopping 458 in the last 7 days. He's hitting 302 versus righties this season, and he just went hitless yesterday. You think, why is that a positive? Well, he hasn't gone hitless 2 games in a row since June 21st. It's been over a month. He can't do it again, right? Knock on wood. That's right. He can't. He is going up against Lance Lynn, the righty. Yes, Lance Lynn can sometimes strike out a lot of hitters, but he gives up almost 10 hits per 9 innings. I love Bellinger to get a hit. So give me Yelich, give me Bellinger, give me the two lefties to get a hit, +100, and let's move on to bet number 3. Okay, game number 3 takes us out to Minnesota. We got the Twins money line -136, Mariners money line +116 with an over/under of 8 runs. Scares me to death to bet anything on the Mariner games. But here we go. My best bet in this game, over 8 runs at -120. If you can only get it at 8.5, because I think it's moving to 8.5 in some books, I still like it. Obviously, I'm betting this because I think there's going to be 9 or more runs. So here we go. Bryce Miller takes the mound for the Mariners. This is only his 4th ever road start in his entire life in the major leagues. That's right, 4th road start. He's given up 13 earned runs in 13.1 innings on the road so far this year. So he's not been that great. I know 6 or 7 of those runs were in one start to the Rangers, but he just hasn't been the same, giving up a little more hard contact. 36.6% ground balls, which is pretty low. You don't like to see that, especially against a Twins team. If they start hitting the ball in the air, it might not be pretty because they hit with a lot of power. Bryce Miller does have a very low whip, but like I said, giving up 30% hard contact. So you don't want to do that against this offense. Here we go. Twins, 6 WRC plus and OPS the last 30 days. You may not know that. They are one of the hottest offenses in the league lately. They have scored the 4th most runs in the last 2 weeks at 63 runs. Now, we go to Joe Ryan. Yes, he is a good pitcher. He has a high strikeout rate, as we just saw in the pitcher report. Um, but he's struggling right now. He's given up a lot of runs, walking a few more batters, 20 earned runs given up in his last 24.2 innings, spanning over his last 5 starts. That's a lot for him. He was really lighting up the old box score in the pitcher form, whatever that means. But he's been pitching really well all year until about the last month or so of the season. Mariners offense. This might surprise you because it surprised the heck out of me. 9th OPS and 10th WRC plus versus righties in the last 30 days. These right here, the Twins and the Mariners, are two sneaky good offenses right now where they are. They weren't this way earlier on in the season. The Twins are a little bit better at not relying only on the home run, but they have a lot of pop. With these two offenses being in the top 10 last 30 days, I think 8 runs is too small with two guys that aren't in the best of form. So they're both decent pitchers. I think 8 is too low. I think they get 9 or more runs. Give me the over 8 as my best bet, and let's move on to that final game. All right, that's right. We have 4 bets for you today, and this final one takes us out to Philly. We got the Orioles at the Phillies. Phillies money line -120, Orioles money line +102 with an over/under of 9 runs. I know what you're gonna say. You cannot bet on the Orioles. Don't do it. I am. Orioles money line +102 is my best bet in this game, but I am doing this for a half unit, and I'm going to tell you why exactly. It's very scientific. It's very in-depth research why I'm only doing a half unit. The Orioles hate me. That's it. The Orioles hate me. So I'm doing a half unit. So Kyle Bradish is on the mound for the Orioles. 3.05 ERA, 1.13 whip. He has given up 2 earned runs in 7 straight starts. This guy has been just solid as a rock. Seriously, it's been unreal. 50% ground ball rate. He's given up 30% hard contact, but that's okay when 50% are ground balls because hard contact on the ground is not going to kill you. Phillies offense, 28th WRC plus, 25th OPS, so not showing a ton of power versus righties in the last 30 days. They are a bottom five. Voice is giving out on me. Anyways, on the mound for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez, the lefty. He was really good. I thought he was in line to have a heck of a season, but he struggled lately. 15 earned runs given up in his last 22.1 innings over 4 starts. And those 4 teams, listen to this: Cleveland Guardians, San Diego Padres, Miami Marlins, and the Washington Nationals. Those are the 4 opponents he just struggled against. He's a good ground ball pitcher, but he's getting closer to 10% walk rate, which isn't helping him. And he's just getting hit around a little bit. So now he's going up against the Orioles offense. 8th in ISO power, and they're in the top half of the league in WRC plus and OPS versus lefties in the last 30 days. I mean, guys, this team against lefties is going to be the best offense he's faced in a while. Over Cleveland, San Diego, Miami, Washington, Orioles have a better lineup, the better pitcher, and the better form right now, and the better bullpen. Even though the Orioles did just blow a ninth inning lead and lost yesterday, I almost like it more now because it's hard to sweep a team. So I think the Orioles bounce back from that and get a win. I'm surprised they're plus 102. They've been the better team all season long, and they are the underdog again. So give me the Orioles plus 102 on the money line. All right, we made it. Let's show that bets recap page. There it is. Rays minus 1.5. Taking a chance there, guys. You could use Rays money line if you want as a parlay piece instead. But I'm being aggressive because why not? Baseball's crazy. Let's get a plus 135 winner. Christian Yelich and Cody Bellinger, 1+ hit each at plus 100 on FanDuel. And then over 8 Mariners Twins minus 120 on FanDuel. Like I said, if that moved to 8.5, obviously I still like it. I don't love 8.5 if it's minus 125 or something crazy like that. But at 9, I'd probably stay away. So last one, Orioles money line. It's a half unit because again, they hate me and they never want to do what I want them to do when I bet on them. So that's what we got. Those are the 4 best bets for July 26th. I thank you again, guys. Seriously, for 5,000 subscribers, it's just awesome. We're humbled. It's a lot of fun. The journey continues. The grind continues. I appreciate the support. Again, there will not be a video for Thursday. We got some stuff going on, and there's only 4 games on Thursday, anyways. But we will be back for that big Friday show, the Who's on Fire, the Friday parlay, all that. So, hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy some baseball. We'll talk to you later.